In case you're new here, we're trying to make our Celica into a street legal rally car, but there's just one problem, it's way too freaking low. So today, we're installing coilovers, and not to go lower, but to go higher. You see in Victoria, the legal minimum ride height is 10 centimeters from the ground, and ours is a lot below that. But before we make this car any higher, let me give you a bit of a backstory on how we ended up with this legendary Toyota Celica GT4. 6 months ago, we drove all the way to Sydney to buy a non-running Toyota Celica GT4, and we ended up getting it running at the seller's property, and instead of paying for a tow, what you should probably do, we drove it all the way home to Melbourne without a clutch, and that was not very enjoyable. Then when we finally got it home, we found out the clutch slave and the clutch master were both seized, so we instantly replaced both of those, and then we changed the fuel pump, the fuel filter, and the fuel regulator to just find out whole rear subframe bushings were also destroyed. So we changed those, and this brings us to where we are today. So do you want to do the intro?
Coilovers.
Coilovers?
That's the car. Going in the car.
Anything else?
That's it.
Today we'll be installing the... Cammy, no copyright music!
Sorry.
Damn! Trying to get us banned. Today we'll be installing these coilovers into our GT4 to prepare it for the roads because it's too low at the moment. Honestly, it's not too bad, it's just like a little low.
Could be higher. Be rally spec.
Could be rally spec, and these will fit. These are MCP Man on Racing Products coilovers. Apparently they're a step up from BC coilovers. I don't know if the guy sold me on that, but that's what he told me and I believed him, so we'll take it. They're from New Zealand, so I feel like any product from New Zealand is better. Every single GT4, we've bought 2 GT4s, and both of them have had these annoying lowering springs. So it's like the cheap version of coilovers, and so it means you just have to upgrade them, which is just annoying. We're starting on the rear end first because that's the harder part, because you got to take the plastic trim out of the boot. And so I want to do the easy ones first, but I think it's like vegetables. When you eat food, you eat the vegetables first before the meat. Right?
This family's content creating.
You brought a book, man. A freaking book.
Got Mozart in there.
So these are the old springs. Honestly, they look old, but they don't look like too bad. It's got like adjustable sway bar link. Okay. Oh yeah, someone booger weld that bad boy on. That's my type of welding right now. I like that. So we're just gonna take this out. Oh, yes, okay. So we can just access the bolts from up here. It's some good Toyota engineering. I'm not gonna lie, Toyota do cook on a few things, not the engine size. This shouldn't be too bad to install. The 3 bolts on the top, and then these 2, and the sway bar link. And now we're just gonna take it off one side at a time. Wait, I can't see anything. So wait, surely there's like a good phone pocket? Freak me. I believe we used to work on cars without freaking Milwaukee. One up. Is that it? Oh, perfect. Okay, and then it's the sway bar link, which should be a 14.
Boom.
Perfect. Now we're just going to take it off from the top, so it's a 12? Yep. Just going to freaking scissor that bad boy off. There we go. Oh, it was already cooked. You can actually see the boots are kind of old and crusted. We can just sell them used twice on the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
And these are the new ones. Like, it's just made so well compared to this crap. Time to chuck this bad boy in. More crispy. Oh yeah, towards me.
Oh, why are the freaking bolts different size?
So we've run into our first problem with the coilovers. The actual bolts they use for these lowering springs fit in perfectly on this one, but on the new ones, it's not even cut out. So we can't even fit it without using a drill bit. So we're gonna drill it out and then hopefully make this bolt fit. Still feel safe. Oh.
Might wait for an adult to come over.
Oh, a little bit more. A little bit more. Luckily, we only have to do this for the back 2 because the front 2 are fine. So it's more annoying to drill out, but any comments?
Fun.
Describe it as fun, or describe it as like a roadblock.
Some sarcasm in that one.
Oh, okay, my bad, sorry.
So this can go in now.
Time to go in. Hey, that wasn't too hard. And just like that, we put both the new rear coilovers in, and we called it a day because it was getting late and we couldn't be bothered. So we came back a week later, and this is where we are.
I've never heard a toolbox gurgle.
I'm not gonna lie, last week we ended up just getting pizza and watching a movie and going home. Like, we really could not be bothered doing it. And that's honestly sometimes how cars is. You don't have to work on cars. But yeah, now we are going to put these front coilovers into the GT4. And honestly, it's already looking a little higher. We haven't adjusted the rear height, and it's definitely slightly higher. But we need to get to a minimum of 10 centimeters for it to be road legal. We'll chuck these in, and then we're good to go. And then after taking the wheels off, we ran into problem number 1. We couldn't take the wheel off. It was stuck to the rotor. And we tried everything, so Sam came in and did this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Have you had one that bad at work?
Oh yeah, all the BMWs.
All BMWs. And now it's time to check what it actually looks like under here. Hopefully it looks good. The springs again, all the crap is just broken on it.
And then we took the old front shocks out to put in the new coilovers, and this is where we found out that...
Oh man, not again!
And to be honest, this isn't a huge deal. It's more annoying because we bought these for a direct fit-in, and they're not a direct bolt-in. We have to modify them.
Dude, why does nothing... Nah, dude. Do we get a refund? I reckon we honestly just get a refund.
Is it cooked?
Nah, they don't even fit. And these brake line holders are on the other side, so this is on the completely different side to this one. So it's...
And honestly, this kind of made us lose motivation to put these coilovers in because we really couldn't be bothered doing this at this point. So we ended up buying PCV pipe from Bunnings to see if we could change the turbo sound. And the reason why we bought this is because apparently if you block off the anti-surge on a turbo, you get a better flutter. We actually don't know, so we thought we'd try it with something cheap. But we found out that it was actually too big, so we had to grind it down.
Oh yeah. Fits. That's not bad. What are we blocking off?
The anti-surge, so the air has to go through the blades.
And so the anti-surge removes the flutter?
Yeah. It helps with the turbo, but we want cool noises.
Yeah. So this is a proper garret turbo.
Proper stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's what I'm saying. This thing can push some mad P.
And once we'd shaven down the PCV pipe, we could finally chuck it in to see if it made a sound difference.
It sounds like. Honestly, didn't change much.
And honestly, it sounded a lot worse, so we chucked it back to normal and came back 3 weeks later to do these coilovers.
Okay, it's probably been like almost 2 months at this point since we've touched this car. Maybe a month, I actually don't know. The problem with project cars is when you have other cars and then something comes up that annoys you on the project car, you end up just leaving it. So like we literally haven't touched this car in a while. I'm gonna get it done today. I'll give it free. Honestly, let's chuck some music on, man. I need some motivation and I've been loving the NCS music, so you know what's about to happen. Let's start drilling these bad boys out. With the drill press, drill thingo, whatever you call it. Okay, let's chuck these bad boys in, because now these bolts all fit in, and that's good to go. I'm worrying about these brake lines here because that's there, and on the old one, it's in the same location. Okay, well, that solved that. I don't know why I was ever thinking that, man. Dude, I think that was going to be a lot harder. Let's just get to putting these in. And that is all on. All tied up at the top. It's all fitting pretty well. To be honest, I don't know why I was complaining, like that wasn't hard. The only issue is the brake line clearance is a little bit different, but it does line up. So I'll have to work something out for that.
We ended up just using like a Bunnings bracket to secure it, and it honestly works really well.
But yeah, that's good. I'm gonna do the other side and then we can check the height of this car and then adjust and get this road legal. But it's going well. Got the coilovers on now. Let's see if it's actually legal height. So for the car to be road legal, so the minimum is 100 mil, so 10 centimeters. So as long as we beat 10 centimeters, the car is legal. I'm going to use this Rari oil filter, which is what, like 9.5. So as long as it's like slightly above this, it's legal. And I'm going to measure from the lowest part of the vehicle, which is the middle of the exhaust. So if it clears that, we're road legal. We can chuck it to roadie after everything else is fixed. Yeah, let's check it out. Okay, so it should just be slightly higher. Look at that. So that's the lowest point on the car that I've found along the whole system. And that is well and truly above. So that's fully road legal. Now we just have to refresh the whole brake system. So next time we'll change the brake rotors and the brake pads and fix up this weird starting issue. It's like sometimes it doesn't start very well. It's something to do with the dizzy. I freaking hate dizzies, but we'll figure that out. Let's have a look at this beast though. Yeah, thanks for sticking to the end. The project to Celica GT4 is getting there. It's getting closer and closer each 6 months. We don't touch this car too often, but we need to touch it more. Will it be done before Christmas? Maybe. I don't even know, man. We'll see how we go. But yeah, the coilovers are in. It's really high at the moment, but that's what you want for rallying, I think. I hope. Yeah, thanks for sticking to the end. That's all for today.